What are they going to do on third down? You're a little off balance. A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Manning indeed going for it on fourth. He finds Beckham complete. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. So Manning to Beckham in this defense, they better hone in on that connection.
It's almost like an electrical charge for him, isn't it? When he catches the first one, I'm talking about OBJ, he just goes to the huddle and says more. And really, he's just one of those guys that once he gets going, look out.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Eli Manning scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Let's expand on Ryan Matthews for a second. He has a couple 1,000-yard years in his back pocket. This season, 661. Did have a career-high 8 touchdowns, but where does he fit in to the Eagles' offense going forward?
That's going to be an interesting question that has to be answered by Philadelphia, by Doug Peterson, their head coach, because he was truly their lead running back until a fumble at Detroit. I think that changed things for him. A crucial one down the stretch. Philadelphia ended up losing the game. When he takes care of the football, he's a hard-hitting, aggressive inside runner who can set a tone for a team. But if he doesn't take care of the ball, that gives an opportunity for someone else to come in and become the lead runner for Philadelphia. Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They go play action for Matthews. Now Wentz surveying the field. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On 1st down, Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. They get 25 yards out of that one. And that leads to a Philadelphia first. Wentz now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he's got his man. That's the veteran Selleck with an Eagle touchdown. Brent Selleck from a yard out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's able to put it through. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Now this time, Manning will throw. And complete to Lewis over the middle. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Shane Vereen, the intended receiver there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. We've got a 3rd and 11. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. In motion comes the tight end left. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And he's got Will Tye complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers. Go, get them the ball and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way. Break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they? Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Manning to throw once more. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Manning. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Wide open receiver complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. He's got time. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller. Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, the Giants ready to come out now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Finding time. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're... Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Throwing now is Manning, and that's complete to Lewis. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the gun, it's Manning, and that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. They begin the drive with Ryan Matthews. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And they're going to speed things up here. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Play fake to Matthews. Now it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They do go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to let it go again. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They run again with Jennings. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's got Will Tye complete. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it. And here we are today.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Manning now to throw. Escape. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And some room to maneuver. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it.
Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's up and good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get it down here to the 43. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know. and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
To throw is Manning. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Ertz over the middle. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From midfield, here's Manning. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Manning to throw once more. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to wind up and air it out. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Manning, and that's complete to Lewis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Over the middle to Beckham. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Again, it's Manning. To Vereen out in the flat. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Manning now on first down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Brandon Graham in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. To Shepard, complete over the middle. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And the Giants' all-time leader in passing yards and completions and touchdowns, just another connection.
No doubt about it. That's the Eli Manning we know. Pushing the ball downfield and with proficiency.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Manning, got to have this one. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. They run the counter now on first down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 10th carry now for Ryan Matthews. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Ertz has it left side. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
To throw, it's Wentz. Surveying the field. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
So much about...
Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And New York set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come out with one back and three tight ends. And they'll run it here. Oh, he shifts past him. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to...
Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz from 17 yards out. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And his kick is good. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something."
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 84 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So they're going to go for 2. Eli's going to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go! Green, 39!
Wentz to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
All right, here we go.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He's got time. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And New York set to take the field. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now Manning. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.